Happy 4th of July. You're all gonna die. I'm just kidding. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a special 4th of July edition of Out of Nowhere. This is episode number 109. Apologize to everybody who watched my 3rd of July streams last night. They were a little bit chaotic, and I was so busy doing stuff I couldn't really maintain the stream the way I did the year before. So it was a little bit bizarre, but we got through it. And we're a little bit sloppy today getting everything going. Jake DeMarco is not here because he is dealing with a family situation. Somebody got in an accident, pretty horrific looking thing. And so hopefully everybody's okay there. It looks pretty crazy. But I am here joined by Connor from Kayfabe. And of course, can we start promoting the fight thing now too?
I mean, it starts July 20th, but I mean, by all means.
July 20th, yeah. So, Connor from Kayfabe, youtube.com/OKFaber, and now on the Fight TV app with his weekly show. What day is that going to air on the app?
It's going to air on every Friday night. I'm going to record it the Thursday before, and then it'll be aired Friday because they gotta make sure they reveal and approve it first. So. Okay.
Well, what if it gets denied? Then you're fucked.
Pretty much.
Well, they denied it, Joe. Oh, fuck them. They'll be. They don't want to do that.
Can you imagine, like, the Kayfabe show is canceled after 1 week.
Oh my god, that would be really. You would never live that down with me. Like I would. That would be a nightmare for you. I hope that doesn't happen because I'll be like, "You're canceled. You're fired." Oh, I'm just kidding. Ha.
Connor's back on Out of Nowhere, and he's off again. I'll be voted off Out of Nowhere like Tommy gets voted off. Monetize this.
Yeah. Well, we won't vote you off. Fight might vote you off something. Well, you never know with them because I don't know. I spoke with them. I used to speak with them a bunch. One time I talked to them about getting a code for the app or something. That way I could help them with something, and like they were like, "Ah, never mind," or whatever. And I was like, "Okay, fine, fuck it, I won't." But speaking of fight, I want to say, guys, check out WrestleCrate.com. Enter in coupon code Joe Sent Me. You'll get a percentage off of your WrestleCrate. And I need to lose like 20 pounds, so it's going to be quite the rest of the summer to try to do that. this was really the last day. This is the last day I had planned where I could just eat hamburgers and shit. Rest of the summer, it's going to be fucked up, at least for me. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So we have a lot of crazy shit going on in the wrestling world right now. Kind of weird drama stuff going on everywhere. Seems like the wrestling world has become quite a bit more dramatic. I don't know, ever since this new kind of era of either second generation people or this new, I would call it the social media era of superstars, where, you know, I heard Booker T talking about the Big Cass situation a little while back, and I remember he said something like, you know, we just go in there, do your job, and, you know, get out of there and whatever. I just went in there, thought about wrestling and what I was going to do wrestling wise. But yeah, it feels like a lot of these wrestlers now, it's like they're more worried about social media and the Instagram or their fight for whatever the fuck is going on, and just a lot of goofy shit. And I don't know if it's always, I don't think it's ever been like this, even for them. I feel like there's a lot of kids in the business right now or something. It just feels weird.
Well, I mean, we grew up in an era where social media wasn't existent, so it's kind of things, and people kept things a little more privatized. And so to have it, I guess, really, I mean, people joke and shit on Twitter a lot, but at the same time, Twitter is a major fucking platform now.
Yeah, I mean, it is a major platform, and yeah, it used to be more of a joke. It used to be more of, and that's the thing where I think, like, you know, Booker T talks about he referenced in that same podcast, some of you guys might have heard it, where he talks about making a mountain out of a molehill or whatever the saying is, and it's true, it's weird. But what's strange about it is, you know, you could have tweeted, you know, if you treated Twitter as a joke years ago, you know, they can dig up those tweets. And the craziest thing is, like, you could have come on Twitter and you could have been like, made a joke, like, fucking, I want to, like, someone just goes on Twitter and says something like, I hate whatever group of people, like, they smell or something like that. And you're just trying to like write a crazy joke, no matter who you are, whatever you are, whatever. And it can be dug up later and like, oh, wow, look at this guy. This guy's a fucking racist, or this guy hates fucking Mexican people, or this guy hates white people or black people or anything. And it can really come back and get you now. And it's like you don't even, you know, that person may have not even meant it that way. But there's a couple things going on. First of all, Bray Wyatt was cited. We'll talk about Bray Wyatt being cited. I guess it was his reckless driving, which is awful because I didn't think about the correlation of Jake DeMarco's accident, because now everybody's writing that it was Bray Wyatt that did it. But it was Jesus. But Bray Wyatt, you know, there's been no charges other than that he just kind of wasn't paying attention. You think he was looking at his phone? Most likely, I think it's probably looking at his phone or something.
Or, you know, relighting the lantern.
Well, wouldn't that would have come out like drugs or something?
Well, I mean, usually in something like, I mean, depending on how serious he is, they usually do like some sort of testing, you know, like blood testing right then and there, don't they? Well, not right.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
Like, don't leave the car. We need to test your blood right now. Oh shit! His esophagus is coming out. Let's we might as well get him to the hospital first.
Well, that's what I mean though. Is like that would have come out by now. I would think we would know, like, oh, he was doing something, like he was smoking weed or whatever, which is illegal in the car. So, but that didn't happen though. They're just saying reckless, like not paying attention, reckless driving. And I think it's reckless because it's just the fact that he rear-ended somebody. This person was stopped, he crashed into them, and that forced them to crash into someone in front of them. It pushed them so hard into somebody else, which, by the way, is like my worst nightmare, is somebody just coming at me from behind and I'm just stuck there.
Oh, in the cars, yeah. Me too. They're talking about something
Especially
else.
With kids, because they're in the back, so you're just like, they're coming.
Yep, and there's nothing. They're the ones going to take the brunt of it.
And, you know, so I don't know, man. It's just reckless driving, whatever. Bo Dallas's brother was in trouble for the drunken situation about a year and a half ago or a year ago or whatever it was. Was that Bo a year ago?
Yeah, it was about a year ago. I remember hearing about that. But
you want to see
yeah,
my
I
dick?
mean, I think
I'll
that
take my dick out right now.
Oh, shit.
I'm Seanzviews Entertainment.
We got a donation.
And you want to see my dick?
Where are they?
Do you want to see my dick?
Can I see them?
I will show you my penis.
What's up, Trey?
I'm Seanzviews. Don't screw with me, or else I'll show you my pee-pee. Do you want to see my dick? Do you want to see my dick?
On the 4th of July, we got a Seanzviews penis.
Hey Joe, I lost 50 pounds. I was 250, now I'm 200. All you have to do is give up artificial sugars and eat clean, nothing processed, and WWE sucks.
I agree, Trey. I gotta start running too or something. You know what set me back, Trey, was the fact that, you know, I got my ankle injury. Jesus, fuck with those chips, Leah. What the fuck? Jesus, put them in a fucking bowl. That's gonna irritate the fuck out of me. I don't know why that bothered me. Yeah, man, I appreciate that. Yeah, I had issues because I don't know. I fucking just couldn't. With the ankle being injured, I mean, you could do shit. I don't know. I'm just making an excuse. I'm fat. I lose 20 pounds.
Yeah, right there with you.
Yeah, me and Connor, we need to get down to back to our high school days because it don't look right. My face isn't supposed to have this body here, you know. But you know, it's plus the cock. No, but so thank you, Trey, for the donation. If you guys want to donate tonight, the link is down below. If you want to super chat, the $sign's down there as well. Let's celebrate the 4th of July, unless you're outside the U.S. and you're like, I don't give a shit about the 4th of July. But fuck it, it's Out of Nowhere episode 109. So yeah, anyway, Bray Wyatt's whatever this is happening. So we got Shinsuke Nakamura is bit by a fucking dog for some reason. Bray Wyatt crashes into somebody for some reason. Matt Hardy looks like a lump of rocks in the ring on Monday night. Did you see him wrestle?
Yeah, that was not pretty.
He was like,
that was not pretty.
I feel like it was like a day before the Bray Wyatt injury, Matt Hardy was like, I'm so fucking banged up, man. And then like Bray was like, he's like, I'm so banged up, man. I tell you, I'm so messed up. And Bray was like, don't worry, I got it. You know? Oh, that was like Jake Roberts. But he's like, don't worry, I got it, man. I'll take care of all the wrestling. You know, I'll just tag you in at the end. You know, we'll do that type of deal. All right,
guarantee Bray was
good.
supposed to do the singles match that night.
Maybe
how Matt did it the night before, and then
yeah, maybe you're right. And he was doing it all week or something. And then Matt's like, oh fuck, like I gotta go out there again. God damn it. And maybe it would have been single. Yeah, I don't know.
Don't worry, Matt. I got this one. And hey, Matt, remember how I said I got this one?
What's up, Mike Daniels?
What's up, Joe, Jake, Leah, and Connor? Happy 4th, you Joe. You going to SummerSlam or NXT? If not, which would you go to if you could?
I might be going to SummerSlam. Yeah, I might be going to SummerSlam, Mike. We were supposed to do this whole thing. Oh, fuck, I just turned my other sound on. My bad. Thank you, Mike Daniels. What's up, man? I think SummerSlam might happen. I'll let you know as we get a little bit closer. But also, we got this Taeler Hendricks thing going on, which is...
what the fuck was that about?
Well, also, JoJo was not in the car. That was like the number one fucking... I swear to God, that was like the number one question with the Bray Wyatt thing was, was JoJo in the car? Like, why? Why does that matter?
What's that fuzzy thing in his lap?
Yeah, a different woman was in the car. Wouldn't that be funny?
Is that Sister Abigail?
I was trying her out to be my Sister Abigail number 2.
But then I read the red light.
But then I smelled her snatch and I realized that the fish oil ain't clean. Oh, man.
Cops are here. Run.
He just looks at her. You can make a ridiculous fucking deletion out of that guy, I'll tell you. Yeah, so Taeler Hendricks, yeah, it's weird. And I don't know, man. She's out of nowhere saying that Jay Lethal basically is the reason why she got taken off of TV at Ring of Honor because she wouldn't sleep with him. I made a video on this already. I already gave my opinion on Taeler. I'm biased. I'll admit I'm biased because, like, again, somebody said some evil shit to her on Twitter one time, and then somehow I got lumped into it, even though the person that said it is a known troll who I myself had blocked. So when I was involved in the tagging of the whole thing, I didn't even know what was going on because I had blocked that person, so I couldn't even see their shit. I don't know, man. It was weird, and she blocked me, and then she just acted weird, and then she like cried out like, "This is what men do in the industry," something, and I was just like, the fuck? I don't even know you. Like, I called one of your matches one time, and I said hi to you for a second once. Like, I don't even know who you are. So I went on. I mean, I don't really know her. I mean, other than thinking that she's pretty good in the ring and she's pretty good looking, but I don't know who she is, really. And we don't know each other at all on Twitter whatsoever. Never mentioned her on Twitter at all, ever. And all of a sudden, she's being all weird with me. And then I go on my other account, and I try to tell her, like, hey, you know, I don't know why you know, if you want to keep me blocked, cool, but I don't have anything to do with this shit. Like, I don't know why you're whatever. And then Taeler Hendricks just basically fucking blocks that account, blocks my other accounts. And so I have to look like a creepy stalker being like, hey, what's going on? Because it bothers me when people think something that isn't true or something. Like, that irritates the shit out of me. It, like, drives me nuts. So even if she was like, hey, I don't know who you are, but I don't know, whatever. I just blocked you because you're involved somehow. I don't even know you, but fuck it, I'm blocking you. I'd been like, all right, I'd be cool with that. And I guess that's what happened. But I don't know. She came off weird. She writes about being an SJW everywhere. And here's the latest update real quick, and then we'll hear what you have to say, Connor. But she wrote on Instagram after all this whole situation, which started with somebody saying that she should get back together in a faction, but some kind of, and I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, she was in a faction with Lethal. It was called the House of Truth. It was her, Truth Martini as the manager, and then Jay Lethal.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that's what they were referencing though. Okay, I see what you're saying.
That's the House of Truth when she says I missed.
Oh yeah, I missed the House of Truth.
Yeah.
And then that's when she goes into that about Jay. And then copying Legend, she kind of craps on it. And then she goes after this guy who talks about it and says, also the dude you're standing up for is the same dude that told me because I didn't sleep with him, they sabotaged me and took me off TV. All I can say to that is, well, I mean, I don't know. I just know that she got big boobs. No, I just know that, so down here she writes, let the hate roll in. My attorneys are in an ongoing investigation on this matter, and my support system since the start has not faltered. And she basically goes on to say that, this has been going on privately for a while. This isn't new. This is new to all of us, new to you, new to everybody. But this has been going on. I myself am confused. If it's true that you literally held somebody down because they wouldn't bang you, or the top star wasn't banged or something, like wasn't had sex with, like it doesn't seem believable. But if it is, it's one of the most fucking ridiculously stupid, childish things ever. Like they didn't push her. What do you think?
No, I'm right there with you. I don't want to question this kind of shit because I feel horrible just even questioning this because it's really a horrible accusation. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, with in the Me Too movement and everything like that, and women coming out and saying that having these horrible experiences, and I never want to,
like Enzo's girl who said he raped her.
It's kind of shitty. Like, we can't say like, oh, they fucking didn't do shit, and it's hard to like go against that because but unfortunately there are going to be people out there who take advantage of it. I hope this isn't true. I hope this isn't the case, that this actually didn't happen, because that would be a really shitty situation. But there's two questions I have to ask about this whole thing when she actually revealed it. Number one, if that guy didn't tweet that comment, would she have responded the exact same way, or would she have mentioned it at all?
It almost sounds like she was keeping it private, but then she couldn't help herself when that guy commented and said that. And then on top of that, then everybody got a hold of everybody, and then she was like, fine, fuck it. Yeah, we're investigating this.
But we just said like a moment ago when we started the show, or like the power of Twitter and how powerful a platform it could be. You gotta, especially with a woman in wrestling who has such a following that she does, she must know on some level that this is gonna hit the fan. And maybe you're right, maybe she just didn't give a shit. But it does kind of seem interesting that the timing of that, I think I'll just say right now, whether it's true or false, the timing is fucking horrible because of not only that tweet, but Lethal just won the ROH World title too.
Yeah, it's weird timing. And she even says, like, I don't care about the Mae Young Classic and all that other stuff that apparently she's doing. She's like, I don't give a shit. I'm doing this. I don't care if people hate me or whatever. So, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what to say either, because it's not as bad. I don't know if it is as bad as it's not as bad as the Enzo thing, because that person said they got raped. This is like somebody saying that they didn't get ahead, they even may have gotten taken away. They may have gotten fired because they didn't bang the top black wrestler.
Yeah, it's a very weird.
You know what? Jay Lethal should just be like, you know what? This is because I'm black, and then like they can just have a whole SJW war with each other. Wouldn't that be funny if Jay Lethal was just like, you know what? This is because I'm black, and this is what white privilege does. These white women accuse black guys of this all the time. She always had snarky remarks. Yeah, she always had snarky remarks about me. You know what I mean? She called me a fucking smelly gorilla once, like, too. And then they just go back and forth with fucking accusing each other of fucked up shit. Jay Lethal, if you're watching, there's your game plan, bro. There's your game plan. But no, if this, I'm kidding. If this happened, though, it's either way, it's terrible. Just like the Enzo thing. This is the more dirty corporate side of it. If it is true, and by the way, just for anybody who's like, this is no way this happens. There's no way this happens, right? Just anybody out there who thinks like, there's no way this happens. And I'm not taking her side because, frankly, I don't like her. Like, based off of what she did to me, I'll tell you right now, I'm biased. I don't like Taeler Hendricks. She's come off like a cunt to me, as far as I'm concerned. But if this really happened to her, then this is fucking horrific. Like, it has to be brought up. But if it didn't happen, then what the fuck is going on in the world? However, if you want to point to cases like this that have happened, you could point to Screen Junkies, right? Andy Signor from Screen Junkies hitting on all the interns all weird and shit. Did some of them get jobs because they hit on them? Maybe. Did some of them not get jobs? I don't know. Like, it happens for real. Like, it's seriously, like, it so happens. So, if she got taken off TV because she's so, here's my opinion. Here's what I think. Because the fact is, from what I've seen of Taeler Hendricks, now there's being a good person, right? There's being a good person. There's doing the right thing. There's being an appropriate person. There's being what's the word? I'm trying to think of the word, and I can't quite think of moral. There's having more stronger morals. Like I have less strong verbal morals. I will say wildly weird things, but in real life I won't actually do any of those things, and I'm a different person as a person in real life as opposed to right here where I will be pretty ridiculous on shows like this. But nowadays for saying things you get brought out on things. But so my point is I could see Jay Lethal saying, you know, her being like, oh, like, I just don't get why I'm off TV now, or I just don't get why I don't get enough of a push anymore. I don't get why they're not putting me up there. I'm like, I wrestle as good, if not better, as some of the women here, and I am also like, I'm like good looking, you know, that stuff. And then Jay Lethal could have said, hey, it's me. I'm the ROH champion. My chin's gonna hold the belt. What the fuck? But no, I can't. So I could see Jay Lethal saying as a joke, like, well, it's because you didn't sleep with me. You know, like licking his lips, looking at her or something, and then just being like, ha, like, and then just walking away or whatever, or just whatever. And maybe he was joking and she took it wrong. But there's also a lot of people saying that if you watch shoot interviews on Jay Lethal, that a lot of people say he's a dickhead. Do you know anything about that? I don't know anything about that, but
no, I don't. I actually, you know, it's funny. I was trying to think back. I remember when I met Jay Lethal when he was really popular in TNA, when he was doing the Black Machismo gimmick, and nicest guy on the planet, at least in the interactions I did. I was at a show and he was doing like a Q&A and meet and greet and all that stuff, and yeah, he was the super nicest guy. This actually was remember Good Times?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the show was, and yeah, he was super nice. So I don't know how it was backstage, but
well, I missed that place, man. So that place is still open. It's just a different place over in Somerville, huh?
No, Good Times is completely demolished.
Well, oh, okay. I thought it like reopened to something else or some goofy place.
No, they tore it down. It's a whole new fucking area over there now. But
no.
Anyway,
oh.
But yeah, but he was super nice. So I don't know whether he was like backstage with everybody else, but.
Yeah, it's different in front of the people.
Right.
You know, it's like Shawn Michaels. You could probably meet Shawn Michaels in 1998, and he'd be like, hey, but in the backstage, you might be like, get the fuck away from me! Yeah, you never know. But yeah, so I even though Taeler Hendricks was a bitch to me and didn't even give give me any kind of any message at all, like, oh, I see that you didn't do anything, or hey, I just don't like you. That would have been good. But I guess that's what that means when you get blocked randomly, and then you block all my other accounts, even though I went out of my way to reach out to try to tell her, like, hey, I have nothing to do with this shit. I don't like this guy either. He's just saying shit to you. So that was a lot of 69 in the chats. That's Steven German's fault. Steven German has been just a fucking cancer in the chat. What's up, Steven? I love you, bro. Thanks for all the money.
Put money on the table.
Dollars on the table. But so yeah, it's one of those things you got to dance around because we don't know anything. All we know is that we know that Taeler Hendrix blocked me for no reason, pretty much, and she was kind of a bitch about it. I know that. And then I also know that she says Jay Lethal said she was off TV and off ROH because she didn't sleep with Jay Lethal.
I sent you a very appropriate picture I found on Google. I just thought it was kind of funny given the timing.
Has Jay Lethal responded to this at all yet?
No. The only thing he's done as far as social media was I think Sanjay Dutt posted like a thing on Twitter saying like freaking outrageous blasphemy, and he liked it. That was the only thing. But I saw this photo and I just had to send it to you. So bad.
What's up, baby? You want some of machismo?
No, Jay.
Oh my god, dude, she has the I hate the stereotype, but I love doing stereotypes. I hate to do it. But she has like angry SJW, like I'm angry at men look on her face. I'm not kidding.
That's the face she made when she blocked you.
That's the face she made when she blocked me. Now, you would have thought that like I don't know, I could see a girl blocking me, but I just don't. It's just weird. Like I'm like other people could have blocked me, right? Like Natalia could have blocked me when I called her like her costumes ugly, and somebody told her. And then Natalia could have blocked me on Twitter, and I'd say yes, that makes sense that Natalia blocked me. I understand why Natalia blocked me, but Taeler Hendrix blocked me? Like, what? Why? I don't even talk about her at all. Other than the one time I said she was really good in the ring and I enjoyed calling her match, and man, she's hot, and then we moved on. That was it.
I guess that was all it took.
Yeah, like, how dare you? I don't really like her. Like, I mean, like, and then she kind of makes it seem like on the Twitter, she's like, just like, oh, you're sick, like, whatever. It's like, I don't fucking like you. I have a wife, I have kids. I don't even like you. I don't fucking like anybody. Like, I don't fucking, like, you're not that important. I've seen a million hot women. I don't give a shit. I don't care. You have pretty hair, your pretty face, good job. But now you're, like, I don't fucking care. Like, I don't know. Like, go fucking eat out fucking Jay Lethal's ass. I don't know. I don't care. Fucking.
Oh, yeah.
You like the machismo that's coming out of there? Yeah.
I wonder if it's like confetti that comes out and just sprays out. Anyway, I'm thinking too much.
Here's what I hope. I hope the truth comes out, and whichever one of them did the bad thing, I hope they get reamed up the ass. If it's Jay Lethal that did it, and by the way, and this doesn't count, if Jay Lethal said it as a joke, like randomly said, she was like, I don't understand why I'm not getting booked and blah, blah, blah. And then Jay Lethal was like, that's because you're not fucking me. And then walked away, and he was like, like he laughed behind under his breath or something. Or even like it was a clear joke, right? Even if it was like a clear joke to her. Because one time, I've made a joke before too. And I've had people then later on be like, you told me one time he said this. And I'm like, that was a joke. Like, it was a joke? Really? Was it a joke? And then you're just like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're just like bewildered that somebody would think that that's real, So maybe that's what happened, maybe. Or, if not, there's a major issue at Ring of Honor. And it goes just like the Enzo thing. If Enzo was guilty, wow. He's a fucked up dude. Or like he just, that's fucking, because the way she described it, it wasn't like they both got drunk and something happened. She described it that he like grabbed her and raped her, like against her will. That's what she said. So if that was true, that would have made Enzo fucked up. But we knew that if she was a liar, which she appeared to be, because she was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
that makes her an evil motherfucker. And it turns out she was an evil motherfucker. What's going to happen here? Or is it in that gray area? And can we fault Taeler Hendricks for not taking it as a joke if he did say that as a joke? What the fuck do we do if it's in the middle there and he really did say it as a joke, but there's no proven, paper trail or whatever that is the case? Or did he have influence over the office to get rid of her? What the fuck, dude? It's the rabbit hole.
That's really the bigger thing. I was just thinking about like putting the pieces together. It's like, so let me make this straight. So because you didn't sleep with Jay, you got taken off of TV is basically what she's saying. So does that mean that Jay Lethal had like super pull with Ring of Honor?
Right. And I don't know. And this was back when? This was what? When, I don't know when when this apparently took place. When did she get pulled off of TV? About 6 months ago?
I thought she still was with Ring of Honor as far as I knew.
I think she might be she still is there, I think, but I think she's saying she got pulled off TV, so she still gets called there to do things, but she's not on their TV program right now.
Weird. So yeah, I have no idea then.
No idea either. I don't know. And I know, and listen, I don't want her, because she is putting herself out there, but okay, let me give you an example of why people are skeptical. Just for anybody out there, why people are skeptical of these situations. First of all, the fact is, there are so many situations where men do take advantage of women, and it's disgusting, or they do something terrible, or whatever. Like Harvey Weinstein, right? Bill Cosby is that's criminal. That's like federal fucking, that's like grabbing people against their will. That's really, like fucking people's jobs up is really bad, but it's a step below physically raping somebody. You know what I mean? That's you financially and professionally raped them, but you didn't physically rape them. So both very bad, but one's a little bit above the other. But why some people are skeptical of some of the women when they call out, and this is what makes women that actually call out shit like this when it happened to them insanely courageous. And this is also what makes many women that call this out when it really didn't happen to them like this, it makes them just fucking horrible scum. And you're going to have people that take advantage of this shit. I believe it was Anthony Bourdain that I just read about the other day. I've been following this a little bit. Anthony Bourdain, right? The guy just killed himself. Mm-hmm. From what I understand, I don't know if this is true exactly, but he had a wife or he had a girlfriend, and she was one of the main focuses of the Me Too movement. And I don't know. And I don't know exactly what it was, but the woman apparently is one of the people that started the Me Too movement because of Harvey Weinstein. She was with Harvey Weinstein before Anthony Bourdain, right? Now, somebody correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I think I'm right. I don't know. It's all been reading. So Joe doesn't process reading too well, so I may have some things fucked up. But from what I could understand of what I read, and I am an idiot when it comes to reading more than fucking 2 sentences, like legitimately. I retain 30%. Basically, Anthony Bourdain's girlfriend or wife or gonna be wife or whatever it was, she was with Harvey Weinstein, I guess. And I guess that what happened was Harvey Weinstein kind of pressured her into sex or something, and then they developed a relationship for a year or so. But then... So like she's in the Me Too movement, but it's like she didn't really get raped, and she didn't really have to do that, but she did it. She still did it, right? So you do the weird sleazy thing to get ahead, but then years later you go, "Oh, I'm a victim." But now on top of this, apparently they found photos of Anthony Bourdain's, this woman, with some young photographer guy, like dancing with him and hugging him and all these weird things, just a day or so before Anthony Bourdain killed himself. So
what the hell?
So this woman, I guess, I'm trying to piece it together. I don't know. Was with Harvey Weinstein against her will, and then got involved with the Me Too movement heavily, and she's like one of the focal points for it with like Rose McGowan, who again is no fucking angel either, and she's crazy, by the way. And now this woman may be cheating on Anthony Bourdain with some young dude, And it's like, me too, and like we gotta stand up for each other. But it's like, meanwhile, this guy killed himself because you're fucking cheating on him probably. And the Harvey Weinstein thing, you didn't need to be with him, and then you only came out later when other people were gonna come out. Am I wrong? So like that is sick if that's the case with her, and yet she's championed as this like Me Too movement leader or whatever, but she's fucking disgusting. So meanwhile, there's actually women out there who are in trouble with certain things, and all these situations. I can already see wrestling fans in the comment section of these news stories with Taeler saying shit like oh, I don't know if I believe it after the whole Enzo thing. So right there, that stupid bitch who said that Enzo raped her has already hurt the Me Too movement, and they've very, very much hurt the Me Too movement with wrestling fans, because they're all just like, well, I'm not gonna do that again. There's even people in there that said they thought Enzo was guilty or whatever. So
I mean, hell, you look at the wrestling. I think more in the past more than currently, but I mean, you and I have been to indie shows and how, like, you know, underground those things are run, and there's not really anything like. And I'm not talking like the ones that you and I have been to or worked at.
No, I got you.
But other ones that are like, it's like the fucking wild, wild west in some situations where it's like, hey, it's very believable that shit like this could happen.
Yes.
Because there's nobody monitoring them. So, like, for example, what was the other one that just happened recently? Oh my God, I'm gonna be so mad. Elgin. Michael Elgin got accused of something like this.
Right.
Who was also in ROH, and he got banished from like 5 different. He had bookings canceled on him because this woman made an accusation, and it turned out to be, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and people correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that also came out to be fake or not true, and the guy lost out on like bookings because of it. So, fuck. Yeah,
I would be, because the women wrestlers a lot of times just dress with the men. They just come in, they just dress with the guys, and whatever.
Yep.
Everyone becomes kind of like, I don't know, but it does happen, though. I mean, that's the thing. That's why we don't really want to say anything about it yet, because we want to see the facts come out, or we want to see, you know, okay, prove it. Taeler says that she's got attorneys working on this thing. So, you know, I mean, that was right there. That was surprising. It wasn't like she was just saying stuff, I guess, but what attorneys, you know?
It was just weird in terms of the timing of it, I guess. It's just like, hey, by the way.
Yeah.
So I'm right there with you. I'm going to keep my mouth shut for the most part in terms of waiting until more shit about this comes out.
Yeah, so we'll see. We don't know. It's kind of crazy. Bray Wyatt situation, her situation, Shinsuke's situation. Does any word on when Shinsuke is coming back? I haven't even heard anything.
Well, they did announce him versus Hardy for the U.S. title at Extreme Rules, and that's a week from this Sunday, so I'm assuming he'll be cleared by then.
All right, nice. Yeah, last week we talked about it, and I just said, I bet you he's at Extreme Rules at least, I hope. But it's too bad he missed the Japan show. That was...
No, he was there.
Well, but he didn't wrestle.
No, he was in crutches, and Samoa Joe kicked his crutches out from underneath.
I did see, yeah, that was kind of funny.
Oh, man.
What do you think of Team Hell No coming back together? Or getting back together, not coming together, you know?
Well, I mean, that's a different story. I'm on the fence about it because I think we talked about this in the last Out of Nowhere. Like, I think I know what the purpose is for it, and if it's for what I think it is, I'm okay with it. Like, if it's just a one-shot deal to get something for Daniel Bryan to do until he gets to SummerSlam to have a major singles program, fine. But if it's anything more than that, like, I don't know. It just seems iffy. On SmackDown, I know you were having the party and everything on last night, but the one thing I appreciated on SmackDown was they started the show off with Kane and Bryan being interviewed, and they're doing the whole typical "we're back together," and and Kane goes, "I've always had your back," and Bryan's like, "No, you haven't. In fact, the last time we were together, you like tombstoned me everywhere, and then you chased after my wife." So I'm like, well, at least there's some continuity there.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting that they would bring that up still. A lot of times, yeah, that's something they would be like, let's leave that out, but they left it in.
Yeah, so how'd you props for that one?
You know, the other thing is oh shit, I lost my train. Oh, I know what it was. Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. Matt Hardy saying, news story just came out about him saying that there's more potential there if they're allowed to have it. It doesn't feel like they are allowed to have it. It feels like they're really just thrown together as like, these guys are both goofy, like put them both together, they're both crazy and weird, like Let's do that. Like, that kind of
Probably.
I mean, really, like I just picture Vince. I don't even know Vince, but I feel like I know Vince. You ever notice that? Like we feel like we really know Vince, even though we don't know Vince.
Well, there's so many stories that just fit his personality, and it's funny because when you see this over the top personality on camera, you can kind of think, okay, well, a lot of wrestlers are just themselves cranked up, so it seems legit.
Yeah, I just picture him being back there and be like, well, you really want to do this thing with Jeff Hardy? Put Bray Wyatt and put Matt Hardy together. Put them together. They had so much chemistry on screen, and they'll just be tag team partners. They'll both be crazy. It'll be crazy. Hey,
I think the reason. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was saying, I think the only reason that Bray Wyatt nobody really buys is because nothing about him's changed.
Right. Yeah, he just seems like this weird guy tagging along with Matt in a way, and it's just
lost puppy syndrome.
It's really weird. It's weird. 609, what's up?
What is up? It's Luke Rojas.
Rojas.
What up?
What's up, Luke? How you doing, man?
Good. This time I don't have Steven Cuntface to block all the things I'm going to say. With this
I don't know. I could hit play on these donations, and then you would have them.
Oh,
He's like telling me in the chat, go fuck yourself. You don't donate on the show. It's like, dude, you collect disability checks, dude. Go fuck yourself. He looks like a fucking sloth.
I got 60% of the government's money.
But anyway, what I really want to talk about is I want to talk about AJ Styles because I can't wait to see this guy because I don't think he's going to lose the title to Rusev. So I'm looking towards the future, and the only time I see him legitimately like dropping the title would probably be somewhere around SummerSlam or Survivor Series. And my ideal opponent for him is probably Samoa Joe. But a lot of people are saying that Daniel Bryan will be the guy he's going against.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think that's too soon for Bryan. It's too soon for Bryan. You need to at least give him until WrestleMania to face AJ or face anybody for the title. I think because they're still doing this.
Fuck you, Luke.
Oh, God.
What the fuck?
Fuck you, Luke. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, how I want, and there's nothing that you or nobody else can ever stop me, you piece of shit. At least I have a job. What do you have? You ain't gonna get nothing past me, bitch.
Wait, you have a job? I just saw the shirt.
Yeah. At least I have a job, bitch.
Walmart, bitch.
German, let me talk.
I'm intimidated by the mustache.
You hang up the phone right now and commit suicide.
German,
oh my God.
I'm not letting you talk your way out of this one, bitch. You don't have to shut your mouth. I'm going to deal with my donations. I donate whenever I want, how I want, whenever the hell I feel like doing.
Okay, I'm going to speak now in a way that you can understand me. All right? I'm going to speak in your way. Oh, you must be garment.
This is so sad. You said it is. Oh, man. Fuck you, man.
Joe, I'm sorry.
You're such...
Steven, can you
speak without... Really good? How about you bring it to this Friday night?
Who makes more money? Who makes more money? You or German? Who makes Steven or you? Who makes more money?
Gotta go eat with popcorn.
Steven makes more money than me.
He doesn't have a job.
You don't even have a job. He doesn't
know what money looks like.
What are you doing, Steve? What are you doing? You pumping? What are you doing?
Not much. Not much.
So you want to
tell you that when your mods may
want to kill Luke Rojas? Is that what it is?
My donations.
You want to choke Luke Rojas? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Oh, God.
Because
I at least have to say something back. Now, Steven, is it true that the numerous murders around North Carolina have all been connected to you somehow for breaking into multiple
Jesus.
stealing their credit cards, stealing their apartments, murdering them, than moving to the next place.
How about this? I make my money how I want, and there's nothing that you or anybody in the chat can do about it.
Hey, I let you ramble on for 5 minutes, incoherent sentences, because it sounds like you've got a big
because nobody likes you.
Now you're allowing me to talk, all right?
How about this? You hang up the phone right now, and I'll let you talk.
I can't. Be honest with you, man.
Yep.
I can't understand one word you're saying. Like you sound like fucking Tommy Wiseau from The Room.
Oh my God.
You're going in and out of accents. Like sometimes they'll sound like then you'll sound like you're a fucking Indian.
Going in and out of accents.
Oh my God. Going in and out of accents.
Dude, I bet you smell like Thai food.
Oh my God! All right, Steven and Rojas, we'll do this again Friday night. I'll monetize this if you guys want.
We will. I love you, Joe.
All right, love you, Rojas.
Rangers are coming after you.
The like the fucking Texas Rangers?
No, the strangers are coming after Herman.
They're gonna chop his nose off and then use it as a dildo on their parents. I heard.
I'll do that.
He goes, I'll do that. I'll do that.
Holy shit.
I'll do that. Oh my God. What the fuck? I'll do that. I gotta play some of these donations. Let's see what's up.
Super chat.
Joe, we're here.
Oh, there's Steven German. There he is with a $2 super chat from earlier.
Joe, we're here.
Joe, we're here.
Capitalization.
Yeah. Hey, you can hear it. Yeah, there it is. Steven, thank you, man. We'll run through these. See what you guys are saying on 4th of July.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick. Suck it.
Happy 4th, Joe. Got some Brock's Pyro for you guys.
Yeah.
Speaking of Brock Lesnar, why the fuck he's not wrestling at SummerSlam? He needs to go, and he can take his belt with him.
Oh, man. Thank you very much, Jeremy.
Super chat.
Leave donations on while Luke Rojas is on.
Oh, Steven, I did you that much better. I put you on the phone with Luke Rojas. Man, yeah, I don't know. Brock Lesnar not at SummerSlam. It doesn't seem like it, right, Connor?
Not from what I heard, and I don't have a definitive answer as to fucking why.
Yeah, we really don't know what's going on with that. It's weird. Perhaps, I don't know. I don't know. He's like got to go kill a deer that only comes out at 7 p.m. during the months of August up in Minnesota somewhere. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
August.
The wild buck. Party. Good old wild buck.
What's up, Joe in chat? Happy 4th of July. More like happy 4th of wildfires in Utah Day.
Yeah, that place is fucked.
Hashtag my native call. Hope you guys have a good night.
Oh, man.
Native call.
Lipless Navajo. Yeah, thank you, Lipless Navajo. Shout out to all your relatives who were here before any of us cocksuckers were. And for, making the land so nice before we stole it from your family. Lipless Navajo, thank you for the $5. I mean, come on. Lipless, thank you, man. Happy 4th, man. Happy 4th.
Super chat.
Luke Rojas is a failure. Doesn't donate money.
That is true. Luke Rojas does not donate money. That is true. But he sure is a funny motherfucker, I'll tell you that.
I'll do it too.
Steven, thank you, man. We're gonna chug through these donations to pay the bills. Gotta pay the bills on the 4th of July. Thank you guys for donating.
Super chat.
Luke Rojas, you shall get blocked.
Luke Rojas. Shout out to Lipless Navajo. Steven, thank you. How many more of these are there, Steven? Jesus. Dude, he put 70 of these things through during my gaming stream the other night. There was like a million.
Super chat.
Luke Rojas, prepare to get blocked by the system.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm still talking to Jake. They've been in the emergency room waiting. So I don't know what I'm not supposed to say. So I'm just. It's like it's his fuck it. It's his wife's dad. So that's who it is.
Super chat.
Hopefully they're all right.
Money.
Money.
I love how Steven German was like, I got a job, and flexes off his blue polo shirt with no logo.
Right. Yeah, I thought maybe the Lesnar isn't at SummerSlam is some kind of weird setup as well.
Super chat.
There's nothing wrong with me donating money.
No, there isn't. No, there isn't. I even had to make a new donation for $2 for Steven. Because it was just too much on the other one. I did fucking make adjustments for him. Oh my god.
Wait for it.
Super chat party.
Glad Bray is okay. Any further injury, he could be getting his hair cut by Tommy's barber.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I heard Tommy had a meltdown today. Yeah, or the other day he had some kind of meltdown. In fact, I'm so petty I'm gonna go and play it. Here's the. So apparently Tommy had this female sexy girl on his show. I don't even know who she is or what the deal is.
I feel like it didn't bode well the last time he did that.
C Nation, thank you for the donation. Yeah, well, he also had the Hitler girl on. Remember when he had the girl that loves Hitler and she's a Nazi and celebrates Hitler's birthday, and he put her on and he was like, "I just don't get why people are so mean to you. You're such a great person." He couldn't delete that video fast enough. That's
such a nice Tibetan charm on your arm there. Oh, that's a swastika. Oh, what's that? Is that like German candy?
I think she reminded him of his grandfather. So he was like, "I love you. You're just like people I know. You're just like my grandfather. Somebody that I used to know." All right, let's listen. So remember, this is Mr. Positivity here.
By the way, I love the angle.
No, Joel, you can hardly hear her.
Wow, that's loud.
Wow.
Girl, you can hear her.
But by the way, you can go through this with countless other former co-hosts of his. Like what's the guy who... the James Worley, the other guy, the guy before that, and all the people that he becomes friends with that he gets to help him do his show, he always treats them like shit, and then they're always bad somehow or something, and they always did something wrong. It's always the same thing. But here he is again, like this guy's just got a cringe, is just trying to help him. Trying to help him out.
No, Joel, you can hardly hear her. Girl, you can hear her. Corinne, tell her to hold it up to her mouth. She's not holding it up to her mouth. You see it?
What was he gonna bat him with his hat right there? Did you see that? Like, I mean, here, all right.
Yeah, like.
So
Lord, I'm getting the vapors.
Without him, Tommy can't do this, and with him, Tommy's upset. But look, he almost batted him with his hat. Ready, watch. Whoa, we're freaking it out.
Corinne, I'll have to do this interview some other time. Can we do it some other time? She's holding it up to her mouth. You can hear her now perfectly. Listen, Tommy. Watch this.
I think that he's fucking with him though too.
Tell her to go back on Skype. Because I'm being manipulated by Joel. Viewers than you've ever had, Tommy. You have to tell her.
By the way, if he's
unplug your mic.
If he's being manipulated by this guy right here, why is
he still shot? By the way,
why is he working with him? Like, why does he have him there if he's being manipulated by him? Like, all of his friends and all these people that aren't really his friends, they're always manipulating him or something. Like, because, like, I mean, I don't get it. Like, everyone. But then he'll bring them all back on a show and love them. Like this.
What a still shot this whole picture is right now. Yeah, just look at this whole thing.
Look at her chin. That looks like Tommy's chin.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a flattering visual for her.
Like,
microphone, because I'm being manipulated by Joel. Unplug your microphone. Plug your microphone back in.
He's like yelling at this lady the whole time. If that was this lady, I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Hear her? Talk into your microphone.
It'd be funny if she took her tits out of nowhere, just took her breasts out.
Joel, they can't even hear her. Taeler, is it plugged
I'm ending the stream.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Tell me.
Fuck you.
Don't end the stream.
What is he doing? Like, a guy's trying to help him. A guy's trying to help him.
Man, he went from like 10 to 60 pretty quick.
You.
I'm in the stream. Don't do it. Fuck you.
This is why his parents kicked him out.
Taeler, is it plugged
I'm ending the stream.
Don't do it. Don't
3,
do it. Tell me.
2,
Fuck
1.
you.
Don't end the stream.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you for helping me.
But my question is, why is it still up?
Well, that actually is an isolated video, but it is still up anyway. But I don't know.
Hey, don't tell me that's not the end.
That's the end of the video. Yeah, that's that. Then it ends. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Poor Tommy.
People
Poor
saying
Tommy.
WWE's paying Taeler Hendricks to make the accusations. Man, I can't believe that.
She was a rosebud.
Ooh, man. Jesus.
Can you imagine if that was true? Holy shit.
That would be really sinister then. Yeah, we need someone who can champion, like, imagine then they brought her in as that, like, I'm a strong,
Oh my god, like a gimmick.
Yeah, then it would be really weird. That would actually
I'm Me Too Taeler.
Call me Too Taeler. Then they would just fucking Me Too the whole locker room.
Probably. Oh, speaking of which, I don't know if you heard about this, but did you hear Nia Jax has got heat on her?
For what this time? For eating the salad bar?
So apparently, she made a comment on, again, social media.
She go after Grimm's Toy Show again?
Oh God, not. She wrote a comment on, or no, she liked a comment on her Instagram, I think, and says, I mean, they are finding out, referring to Alexa Bliss, I mean, they are finding out that she's writing officials to get where she's at. I don't blame them. And Nia Jax liked it. So, okay. And she's a real heat now.
Oh, wow. That's weird.
Yep.
What, couldn't she just be like, well, I was just trying to play along, with the character?
Yep. But nope.
Oh. Matt the Misfit's on the phone. What's up? That's weird.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, Matt?
Well, I just got done uploading my NXT review. That's finally up, finally.
Oh, okay.
So, NXT was a pretty good.
Talk about cheap plug.
I'm so confused with what the hell they're doing with Johnny.
Johnny Gargano?
Yeah.
I know exactly what they're doing.
I have a feeling, but I'm like, why? I thought they were going to wait to give the match with Ciampa and Black. I guess I thought they were going to save that for Brooklyn.
Told you they're going to do it halfway, and then they're going to do Gargano Ciampa.
I don't think they're. I still don't think it's going to be a triple threat though.
No, I don't think it's going to be a triple threat.
No.
I think Johnny's going to be the referee in that match.
Wait a minute, when? At Brooklyn? Not at Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. So Joe, I don't know if you watched NXT this week, but
No, I did. I did a review and I put it up on Patreon. I just said that eventually it's going to be them. It's going to be them three at Brooklyn. That's all.
Honestly, I think the three of them actually would be pretty fun.
No, I don't think the three of them in the match. I just think the part 3. You know what I mean? At Brooklyn.
I know they're going to do something with them at Brooklyn.
Yeah, I think one-on-one.
Part 3 isn't happening in Brooklyn though. I think.
Where's it going to happen?
Well, here's what I think. Why don't they just do what Michaels, Taker, and Bret Hart did at SummerSlam?
Oh, with Michaels as the
have Johnny as the referee, and no matter what happens, Johnny has to count the 3, or he's fired from NXT.
Wow, that'd be
that would be fun. I mean, I don't know. I feel like as clever as that is, I don't know if they would. I think they would rather put the money towards. I don't know. I'd love to see that, but I feel like they're going to go towards the third round, because I think that's going to be the big.
Also confused because I could have sworn that next week was supposed to be that triple threat match for the women. What the fuck happened there?
They screw around their tapings all the time. So
yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about the tapings sometimes. But yeah, they could do that Shawn Michaels situation. I could see them doing that on an episode, or like again later to restart their rivalry in a way. Like there's a special referee that's like Johnny Gargano or whatever. But I would like to see them just have a straight up third match, because I think they could keep riding this thing.
Because I don't think they're taking. There's no way they're taking the title off Black on a random episode of NXT.
No,
I don't know if it's going to be for the title still. Like I know that's what's the next logical thing, but You know,
maybe
I don't
the
know.
match never actually takes place.
Like he gets jumped or something?
Like the last time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably.
That already happened. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think they do that again. You know, I just because they could literally have this third match, and then Aleister Black could, you know, eventually have the call up, and the belt could come off him, and then they could be wrestling for it. Ciampa could take the belt off Aleister Black at the next takeover.
Because I eventually think that the one that's going to take the title off of Gargano will be Adam Cole. You know, because Adam Cole's not keeping that North American title for. I can't see. I'm kind of torn by him being the North American title champion, because if you really think about it, he's only defended it like twice on television.
Yeah, he really hasn't. He's kind of just carrying around a belt.
Because you think about it, that Dream and Ricochet match should have been the NXT North American title match.
Yeah, it should. Well, that we all said that. Yeah, we should have been. You know what I mean? Why not put that belt on there too? Would have been, because that pay-per-view felt fast, even though like it was great. Everything they did was amazing.
Yeah.
But they could have added another match there and put that belt on the line in the ladder match or whatever.
Because it looks like, from judging by last week, they're going to go with Ricochet and Adam Cole at TakeOver, which take my fucking money.
Yeah, I mean, you're right on there, Matt, too, by the way. Thank you, Matt the Misfit, baby. Thank you, Matt the Misfit. He's right on, because this week was my first week back reviewing NXT. It's up on Patreon. Go listen to it. If you're a patron and you missed it, go listen to it. It's in audio form a couple days back. I talked all about it. 25 minutes I did on it, and it was an okay first half, but the main event was great. It was caliber of a takeover. So
usually what the format is for NXT shows, for the weekly shows.
And I mean, but there's been some NXT shows sometimes where the main event is pretty good, but it's like it's not. I don't know. It doesn't do that for me all the time. But you know, a year ago it was worse though. It was kind of like you could get just a dud like show sometimes. It definitely. I mean, if you love NXT, you're gonna watch all of it. But if you don't love the NXT weekly show, you gotta watch the takeovers. I can't imagine anybody out there who watches Raw, watches SmackDown, and doesn't watch NXT TakeOver. I don't know how you have a soul. Like, I don't know how you can.
it's true, because they're just so amazing.
What in the world are you doing? Like, you must at least watch the takeovers. They're just so fucking good. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. But fucking Matt the Misfit. The next time you call to plug your fucking thing, like, you gotta wait. Like, you gotta like slip it in there at the right time. You don't start the call with, I finally got done. Got my NXT review up. I don't give a shit. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, fuck. You gotta slide that in later. Like at the end, right? At the end, you say, "Hey Joe, hey, can I plug something? By the way, what? Oh, I did an NXT review. Okay, maybe someone wants to go listen to it, but you don't start the call with. Oh, I finally uploaded it. What?
Well, just in case there's technical difficulties.
So fucking funny the way he started the call.
But
go ahead.
No, I'm right there with you in terms of like the NXT shows.
Oh my god.
But the other thing I was mentioning earlier was before Steven German got on, was the whole AJ title scenario.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, go back to that.
I think Joe is going to be the next major rival, because they and you know as well as I do. Don't take these with a grain of salt, but apparently the commercial already leaked for the main events for Hell in a Cell in October. The pay-per-view.
What?
Like in the local market. Yeah.
Wow.
So you know how you've seen this before. Like the local market will advertise. Like Now,
Connor, we got a test on this going, because that came out recently about Extreme Rules and some other things, and we're sort of like, I don't know where we wrote it down, but I think we wrote out the advertisements to see if they would end up matching up.
So we might want to write these ones down and see if they match up. But the two main event matches that were advertised was Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens again. And AJ defending the championship against Samoa Joe.
Oh, you know something? This was the pay-per-view that I talked about last week that was leaked. So you're right. This is the one that I wrote down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't think Bryan's going to go anywhere near the title. And I think they're going to keep the belt on AJ for as much of 2018 as they can, because he's the cover star of the video.
I'd be on agreement to that. I think it does seem like he's holding the belt for a while, especially after getting through Shinsuke Nakamura and not losing it. Because we thought maybe it would come off and go, they would have a thing. But that never came off.
Nope. Need to hospital.
Let me see. Let me go to 804 here. 804, what's up?
Yo, Joe, what's up? It's B. Lee.
What's up, B. Lee? B. Lee.
How you doing tonight?
All right, man. A little drained from fucking this. I mean, really, yesterday's the party for me. So today's like the hangover, and now I'm at the very end of the pass out. So I'm hanging in there. What's going on with you?
Nothing much. What's up, Connor?
What up?
All right, so tonight I want to talk about that horrendous Monday Night Raw, because that shit was fucking garbage.
It was.
That was really bad.
Yeah.
Joe, you should have saw me in the chat on Monday night, dude. I was going the fuck off for real. Like, it was crazy.
I'm so numb to it now that it just doesn't even surprise me. I just look up. I just think, like my mind's always running. So every single situation, I think about how they could have maybe done something a little more or a little better, or
there's not enough time.
Yeah, and I mean, if they had a couple, I just don't get it, man. I don't quite understand what, like, if you take what they are putting out there, like, that's a good start. Like, what they actually give us would be a good start. Like, you write all that down, you go, I like what we got here, but what if instead of this, this guy gets jumped in the back, or instead of that, he's in a tournament, and instead of this, he says that, or he has to say these few things, but then let him kind of spitball the rest of it, and then whatever he spitballs, maybe there's something in there that the writers and everybody hears and goes, ooh, that was good. Let's use that to next week now and build off of what you just said. And like then you're like creating an art piece instead of it's just so rigid and feels unfinished when it goes out there. It feels devoid of creativity for the most part. They get a little clever, they rely on the matches to be good, and that's about it.
Yeah, and they only give a fuck about Roman Reigns. And speaking of Roman Reigns, he almost was on TV for an hour on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
He was on Monday Night Raw for 49 minutes. And he's in 2 segments. Like, what the fuck?
That was
it's true.
Half that audience liked him last night, though. Like I will say on Monday, half that crowd was cheering for him. Half the crowd was booing him.
But you're booking shit when you have to book him twice in the same show.
Yeah, I mean, what, it didn't feel like they knew the audience. They knew they were in a place where half the people were going to vote, cheer for him. It just felt like we don't got anything else to do. Let's put Roman in 2 matches. Like they had to kill time with Roman.
Dude, don't get me started on that fucking Sasha Banks and Bayley segment, dude. That shit was horrible. I wanted to fucking rip my eyes out, dude, and crush them in my hand. That's how mad that segment made me, dude. Like, for real.
I think Vince just wanted to bring Dr. Shelby back because maybe Dr. Shelby did something for him in the back or something, because it's made no sense to me. For as bad as the This Is Your Life redos were, the remakes of This Is Your Life, if that didn't work, why would you bring back something that was already done with Bryan and Kane when even the This Is Your Life, which was one of the best segments ever on Raw, was, or not arguably, or was very successful. You bring it back, it didn't work. Well, why bring this guy back with them? It doesn't work. It's synonymous. It's married to Kane and Daniel Bryan. Yeah, but it doesn't work. It becomes awkward. It feels like they're parodying themselves. That's what it feels like, and it doesn't. It makes Sasha and Bayley look like they're in a parody. So therefore, it felt like they were in a Saturday Night Live skit about Raw instead of actually being in some kind of rivalry. It's horrible. If it was me, I would say we've never seen a woman bleed on TV, really. I'd say this is the time we do it with Sasha and Bayley, and really drum up that rivalry. And I don't know what they're doing, man. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Just make Sasha the heel again. Make Sasha the heel. Let Bayley be who Bayley is. and let them go at it. And that's what people want. They don't want this catty, rehearsed bullshit.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah, and they should be the ones feuding for the Raw Women's Championship instead of Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax. Because we all know that Nia Jax don't deserve shit.
If I'm the general manager of Raw or I'm in charge of the WWE, my goal is some sort of ladder match at SummerSlam for the Women's Championship on Raw. That's my goal if I'm the guy writing Raw. I'm saying we're going to do Shawn Michaels and Razor at WrestleMania, but let's do it with the women at SummerSlam. And I want it to be the Sasha Banks-Bayley rivalry in a ladder match. We don't need 2 matches first and 1 match first and then a ladder match. Fuck that. We're going right to the ladder match. People have seen it. We're going right to the ladder match. We're hanging the belt up there. It will be great, and it will be and we'll have the women, get some kind of color on the girl, something horrible in the back, whatever. Maybe Bayley's bleeding or something, whatever. I would just do it, man. Make this real. Don't fuck around with this shit. And if you don't want to go there and you want to keep it PG, fine. But have the ladder match and have them do a good job. Charlotte and Sasha, they got to have Hell in a Cell, and they in the main event. I was there. I was in the front row in Boston. It was great, but it wasn't great because the match was weird at the end, and I don't know what happened. I don't know. Was that all on them? It seemed like it was, and it felt like at that point that's when Sasha became like, that's when she dipped after that. It was like, they were just like, I don't know. She's not what we thought. I can almost see Vince being like, what happened to this girl being this great thing? We put her on all the pictures and all the things and whatever. But I think they really need to focus on making Sasha. The thing that made Sasha special was that badass swag that she had. She just felt like a nasty, like, queen. Like, when I saw her, I remember years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, saying that she felt like a must-see act. Like, I would pay money. Like, if you could tell me right now, Joe, you can go back in time and watch Sasha for $200 in a match during her NXT championship run, dude, I would do it. I would mark out to do that because she was so awesome. When she came down to the ring with that belt, the music hit, like, I wanted to buy her t-shirt. Yeah, and I wanted to buy her shirt. I wanted to have her glasses on. I'm a fucking grown man. How the fuck did you get me to want to buy a woman's t-shirt? I have it. I got the glasses. I got the t-shirt. Why the fuck, a grown man? I don't buy anything wrestling anymore, really. I have an AJ Styles t-shirt, a Kevin Owens shirt, and maybe a couple other ones that I got for free from like fucking WrestleCrate.com. That's it. Like, that's it. I don't buy other shit from WWE.com. You got me to feel so strongly that I went out and purchased Sasha Banks' t-shirt. There's something to be said for that. Right now, I wouldn't touch Sasha's shit with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't touch Bayley's shit with a 10-foot pole. That's crazy. It felt like the woman's Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels in a mini version of that going on in NXT. And on the main roster, it feels like 2 people who are going to be fired soon.
And Joe, it all goes back to Vince ruining NXT talent. That's what he's doing. That's what he's basically doing. Look at Finn Balor. Look at Kevin Owens. Look at Bayley. Look at fucking Becky Lynch. Look at all these fucking talents getting ruined that Triple H built up to be your future, and you just bury them.
And Becky Lynch is at least in safe mode. At least Becky's in somewhat safe mode. Like, she's on cruise control. You don't know whether she's going to take a really bad turn now or a good turn. It's hard to tell with her. But Sasha and Bayley are being, and honestly, Becky would probably rather be Sasha or Bayley because they're at least getting like a spotlight. It's just a bad spotlight. You're shining a spotlight on something that it just isn't going over well with me. Maybe it is with the younger kids, and maybe that's okay then. But to me, I mean, it was great in NXT. They didn't need to do much in NXT, though, to be fair. They just had to go out there and have a really good match. But it was Sasha's presence that felt real. But on the main roster, it feels forced and fake. It feels like they're reading a script. It's very bizarre. And where is Bobby Roode? We'll never know.
Yeah.
Where is Bobby Roode? Beely, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for the call, man.
Wait, Joe. Let me say one more thing before I go. Hey, Steven German, go fuck yourself, you fucking retard. Fuck.
Oh my
God. Go back to kindergarten and fucking learn your ABCs, fucking dumbass.
Oh my God. I knew it was. I thought it was gonna be fuck Steven German. I really thought. I thought it would be about him.
Super chat.
Is that guy's schnoz real?
Is that guy? Is that guy schnoz real?
Schnoz real.
Moshmaster D, what's up, man? Yeah, Bird and Ernie, baby. Bird and Ernie. Bird and Ernie. We put a spotlight on a turd.
Super chat. Super chat.
Launched more fireworks than Raleigh did.
Steven, oh my God. Murder. Oh my God, man.
It took a germ.
It took my timber.
I was watching that back. That was probably one of my favorite out of nowheres that we've done is that last two.
Yeah, they were crazy. We were whacked out.
What's up, Joe? Connor. Shout to the chat. Hope everyone had a good 4th.
Hey, Patrick Burns. What's up, Patrick, man? Thanks for the $5. I had a pretty good one, yeah. How was yours, Connor?
Nothing too crazy. I always go over visit an old friend's family for the 4th, so kids were running around like crazy, so that was half the battle.
Hell yeah. Yeah, but guys, seriously, make sure you listen to my NXT review on Patreon. I'm begging you.
Good stuff.
Come on, man. I did a fucking goddamn NXT review. If you guys want me to do more, make sure you like and comment down below.
Super chat party.
Now I'm putting my own over, Matt.
Luke Rojas went to the barber and got a Brazilian haircut.
Oh, no.
The worst haircut out there.
Oh. My God.
Ouch.
Brasilia. They beat Mexico, I think, right? Man.
Did they? Yeah, I think they did.
D Moon was running through the streets of California. Just really upset. Screaming. I guarantee it. Who the fuck is this? There's some weird people that follow me. I never know. People are lighting fireworks off everywhere. I think there's another one coming in from Germany.
Super chat. Super chat.
Oh, it's Lil Bex.
I still love Tommy Balloon Poodle.
Oh, I still love Tommy, too. I don't give a fuck. He's crazy. I love it.
End the stream. No, don't do it. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Like, oh my God, dude.
Oh, man.
He gets pissed at people, man.
Super chat. Super chat.
Let's keep the momentum rolling.
Let's keep that momentum rolling, Steven German. Y'all be my German, German. You Herman Merben, German, German, Durban. Durban. Flurbin. Flock of Durban. Thank you, Steve. I think there's another one coming.
Super chat.
The super chat train from Steven German.
This episode is sponsored by Steven German and not Luke Rojas.
Me.
By the way, thank you to Patrick Burns and thank you to Steven German, but thank you to Patrick Burns, who just became a $5 motherfucking patron on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Thanks for becoming a patron and supporting what I do here. Big time. Okay, so I don't know, man. I think that's about it. I think, we kind of want to get out of here early tonight just because the whole 4th of July, fucking goddamn, are we tired and shit. And, hopefully Jake, everything goes well with him. I still don't know yet the situation, but hopefully everything is okay. It's a horrific crash. I saw the car, so I don't know, man. I hope Jake's all right. I mean, Jake's all right. I'm sorry. Jake did not get in a car accident. It was his wife's father that got in the car accident, but they're at the hospital trying to see what's up. His uncle broke a rib or something and whatever else. So anyway, we'll find out more about that later. Hopefully everything's all right. And thank you guys for being here on 4th of July. We'll see you tomorrow night for Throwdown at 10 p.m. on Corrupted YouTube channel. Make sure you guys sub to youtube.com/Corrupted Podcast. If you guys want to hear my podcasts that are not about wrestling over on Corrupted. Plus, I do live streams from there a lot and Q&As from there a lot as well. And then Friday night is Monetize This Again. We had a fucking insane episode Friday last week. Scott.
May I call in to rip Justin Saley a new asshole? No, I am kidding.
Oh, God.
But do you still have him blocked though? If so, can you unblock him, so he can stop being butthurt all week and stop crying about me trying to have fun with the community?
My name is Scott McKinnon. I wanna fuck you. I recently did. I did because, you know, I don't know, like, Bailey's being weird. So I just want to get rid of Bailey in my life because he's weird. I don't know. But it's too bad. He doesn't want to do anything. He wants to quit. He wants to be away from all the shows.
Super chat party.
So I want to give him the freedom.
This Friday I am burning Luke Rojas and burying him 6 feet under.
Oh my God. Steven German, thank you, man. This Friday
Just
night.
when you think he's done.
Just when you think Steven German is done. This Friday, monetize this. One Steven German faces off against Luke Rojas in one of the most epic showdowns of all time.
Luke Rojas, spell check Steven.
Spell check Steven. Is that what he called him too? Because that was great.
That was last week. Yeah, I called him
Shit
spell
bum.
check.
Happy 4th of July, sweetie.
Hey, thank you, Scott McKinnon. And if you didn't hear me say it the other day, Happy Canada Day. Happy Canada Day was a few days ago. So shout out to Canada, guys. And happy 4th of July here in America. Thank you, Scott. Love you guys. I'm packing it in. I might be back later, or I might wake up early. I might stream some PUBG at some point tonight or later tomorrow, or I'll stream Diablo. I don't know yet. And if you miss my gaming podcasts, our gaming podcast, we did so much. It's on the youtube.com/JCS Gaming, youtube.com/JCS Gaming channel. The audio is also up on Patreon. Check out Connor from OKFabe on YouTube at youtube.com/OKFaber. You can also hear him on the Fight app this Friday, I believe. So get the Fight app and check it out. Unless he gets like fired or something, and then yell at them and say, "What the fuck?"
I love how optimistic we are that it's all going to work out.
Nah, you're gonna do great over there. You're good. You're gonna work. I've saw some other people over there. You're gonna do great. I'm like Donald Trump. I saw some other people over there. They're not very good. You're gonna do good. You're gonna do great. You're gonna be amazing.
Huge.
It's gonna be amazing. You're gonna be huge. Okay, Fabe is gonna be on everybody's mind. You're gonna mind fuck people. All right, man. Scott, thanks for the donation, man. See you guys tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, U.S. time, for Throwdown on YouTube.com.
Super chat.
Get the tab ready.
Tip for Luke, don't show up.
All right, Connor, man. Thank you, Connor from OK Fabe. I'll talk to you later, man.
Love you, bud.
I'll talk to you on Facebook or whatever, Connor. What, Leah?
All right.
Oh.
We ran a train on Vikings' retarded mom.
Oh my God, Tommy's Barber. What the fuck? Vikings retarded mom. Now we're attacking mothers? What the fuck?
Joe, Ken really blows, don't you know? Hey, Lucky Low, get Ken away from Joe. Joe, I didn't say that, I like you, yo. But I flip my eyelids down, now I'm not me. I flip my eyes around, now I'm not me. I'm the star of the shows, Joe Cronin blows. It was a work, I love you all, but I'll kill your kids. I'll eat your babies. I'll eat your damn kids. I'll suck up all their blood. La, 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 la. I'm an alien, oh, I'm Scott McKinnon. Can you gotta listen? I hate Joe. Oh, and I'm not me. Oh, and you're not you. Hey, and we're not we. I'm an alien, I wanna eat your babies.
Legends never die.
how about that? Something strange, strange kinda, strange, there's something strange kinda happening, strange kinda happening. What the fuck is happening? Everything is happening. I feel the larva from an alien. I'm transcending all space and time. And I'm an alien. And something is wrong. Something is wrong. I'm not me. And you're not you. Hey, and we're not we. Supernatural aliens got my Ken. Joe is ruining your show. Hey Joe, Ken really blows, don't you know? Hey Lucky Low, get Ken away from Joe. Joe, I didn't say that, I like you, yo. But I flipped my eyelids down, now I'm not me. I flipped my eyes around, now I'm not me. I'm the star of the shows, Joe Cronin blows. It was a work, I love you all, but I'll kill your kids. I'll eat your babies. I'll eat your damn kids. I'll suck up all their